Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at a new game that just got ported to PC, available on Steam for $20. It's Brutal Legends. And one of the things we're going to notice is this game is just over the top. It is hilarious. I like the multiple hats. The character starts off as a roadie, a hardcore old school metal fan, but he's also a roadie for a tween band, which not really satisfied with his old life. But then life gets interesting for him. We got this. We got a big old metal demon that comes and just helps him out. It's a game that's both single player and multiplayer. We'll look briefly at the multiplayer towards the end. It's kind of a real-time strategy style game. But we're looking a little bit at the campaign. This is a pretty nice looking cutscene. It's 3 years old. And a few minutes into the game, we finally got control of our character, and it is an action RPG, hack and slash style, third person view. I'd almost call it a spectacle fighter, so kind of in the same style of Devil May Cry, only not nearly as kind of like chain skill score based as that. You have your left click and your right click. Your left click is your axe. You swing it once to spam attacks. You hold it to do the big old jump attack. And then the right click, which we'll look at in just a second, to deal with all these cultist type guys.
Get away from that guitar.
And
just tune that thing.
You'll also notice the voice actor might sound a little familiar. It is Jack Black, which is probably the perfect voice actor for this character. Yeah. And they said at the PS4 conference that you couldn't show expression with low pixels. I saw plenty of expression there. I saw surprise, and I saw, yeah, that's right. Being a child of the 80s and fan of classic and heavy rock, I'm enjoying this game way too much, honestly. So the right click, the attack is just a little lightning attack, does some decent damage it looks like, and it also stuns. You can hold down to do the right click, and it's a big old fire attack. It seems to... That's right, that's the Earthshaker. Seems to do pretty good damage. One-shots these little guys. And then the left and right click together, and we do the jump attack. It's basically kind of thinking Fus Roda, only in this case, we also can bring down the house. Space will block, all kinds of different controls. One of the things this game has got is just a lot of different styles of gameplay in it. We have the hack and slash content, we have a watered down but kind of it's included version of music sim, which we'll look at, kind of like Guitar Hero, only, you know, very, very basic. It's not going to be the focus of the game. We're also going to have some driving with some boss fighting. There's just a lot going on in this game, and it seems to pull it off fairly well, which is kind of almost surprising. You would think this game is almost too cheesy to be good, but it's been out on consoles for a few years, and it seems to review well, and so far I've been enjoying it on PC. Especially for $20. It's from Double Fine, which those guys have some good sense of humor. It's a fun game. We're looking at, I would call it a pseudo-boss fight.
Aha! I knew it. Big ugly demon.
And of course we have some fun writing. The gameplay so far seems smooth, crisp, fast. I haven't seen any major issues with it yet. I've heard some issues with the multiplayer, but I didn't get too in-depth with it yet. Might look at that in more detail at some other point. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go and stun her and then start smacking her. And there's the big click. Kind of want to dodge these attacks. I haven't noticed if there's how easy or hard it is to actually die. There's no real health bar, so... One thing else to notice, as you use your guitar, it kind of heats up and you have to give it a little cooldown. So you can't just spam the attack. Like the little bring down the house kind of does the same thing too. So you can see, watch the guitar as it goes. It's going to get kind of red hot. Yeah, there we go. It's going to take a few seconds to cool down, and then I can go smack her.
I heard once that killing nuns is bad luck.
I was looking at a lot of different clips from the first 15 minutes of gameplay. You can see we're going to do a little driving. So after that little scenario, we have a ally. So there is co-op in the campaign. It's kind of you walk around with an ally. In this case, I have her. You can pick her up, and then you can do kind of co-op attacks, which are interesting concept. Basically throw, and they do something. In this case, I would throw her, and she just goes nuts. You can also use the terrain. You can see I brought down the house next to that anvil, which dropped on the nun. Killed her real quick. So you got destructible terrain. We have allies. We have action RPG. Pick her up. So he's just gonna walk around with her in her arms and then chuck her. Which I kind of missed though. Trying to get a little close to bring down the house, but pretty much just gotta engage. Just kind of... Boost road. No, not quite. Boost roadie. And if you're a fan of rock, you got some fun little background music. There's actually a soundtrack version that comes with soundtrack. You can see we have other combos we'll unlock eventually. Get this little comic-style pop-up explaining the game. You also saw in the beginning of the game, it kind of sets your settings in-game, so you can turn the profanity filter on and off, the gore on and off, all that fun stuff. You can see the background, we got something interesting, which we'll look at in a second. It's another aspect of the gameplay. This is all in the campaign. It's all in the first 10-15 minutes.
Follow me.
We gotta follow her. We can't interact with that yet.
This way. We have to get to the door before the...
And we'll just look through the door and everything will be nice and calm.
Yeah, that's a lot of dudes.
No jump scare, honest. Actually, that might have got me if I hadn't seen a preview first.
What is this place?
The Temple of Armageddon. It's a place of
The
ancient
voice acting
power
seems pretty good, too.
true purpose.
Although I would hope so if they went and hired a professional actor. Like, fairly well-known actor, too. And you hold on Q if you're near these, and you can kind of bring up your music solos. And this is the list of different abilities you have access to. Right now I have the Relic Razor. So hold on Q, and then play a little solo. Like I said, very, very basic. It's not going to be your hardcore Guitar Hero style game.
What have you done?
Created.
And of course, I'm a roadie, so I'm used to just taking care of business and fixing things up. So naturally, I should be able to build a car, right? And just carry a chassis too. It's no problem. Like I said, just over the top. And you gotta have the 8-ball. And you gotta spit shine the 8-ball.
Is it a minecart?
I call it the Druid Plow. Let me show you how it works.
So now we're gonna go ahead and look at some more styles of gameplay. We got some...
Hello.
Jack Black
It's working already.
is interested. Got some racing to do and dodging, and there's just so much to this
The spirit of
game.
the beast himself.
I hope so.
Just admiring the music in the background. She doesn't look very happy with the idea of a car. And we got the deuce. And yes, one of the abilities is dropping the deuce. You can summon your car on anywhere. So here we go, just got a little driving scene. We can just drive through this bridge and kill lots of them. A little bit of dodging involved. Those big guys you really can't hurt, so you just kind of avoid them. There's also, if the bridge happens to be collapsing, you don't want to fall in.
They've called in reinforcements.
I'm not really all that great at driving sims, which we might have saw in the race room driving experience, but I didn't actually end up dying at any point in this game yet.
This place is nuts.
I am on normal difficulty. There are different settings. There's a very gentle, there's a brutal, I think there's like a semi-brutal too.
But there are a few of us fighting to change the way things
You can see there is
that why you've come?
a story to it too. It's not just hack and slash for the sake of hack and slash. They went through the trouble of writing an actual story for the game.
But so far, that's the best explanation I've heard.
I've played other Double Fine games in the past, and they usually are pretty good for being kind of funny. They're pretty good developer, actually. I'm kind of a fan. And here we go. We just kind of spit out over here. And let's look at the multiplayer. I don't want to spoil too much of this campaign. So I'm going to do an AI practice match. You can set the difficulty like that, and then you can get in the game. This is sort of a real-time strategy. I would probably call it closer to maybe like a Warcraft 3 than a StarCraft 2 if I had to compare it to anything, because you have your main character as your hero and your focal point. Warcraft uses they use heroes. StarCraft doesn't really have hero units in the main game. So the focus of the game is to destroy the enemy stage. And there's resources. You need fans to collect resources. I believe this is where you collect your fans at. And I think you can play a solo to convert them. I believe this one starts as me, though, so this is kind of, it's my base if I was playing StarCraft 2. But you can do the solos in here to have different abilities. So now I have a flag. I can use that to just tell all my units to come follow me. You can carry it. And got other songs. We got Battle Cry, which converts units to my fight. These are all abilities that can get unlocked in-game, too.
Man, I know that makes me feel good.
So what else we got for abilities? Remember, this is a player versus player, well, practice AI match, but this game's been out for a few years, so chances are someone that played it on console or saw a friend play it on console and came here might have a better idea what they're doing than I do. Thankfully, I'm playing against an AI just because I want to learn. And over here is where you summon guys, so, and F, you can go into this little flying form, which is really, really fast travel. Also, ground units really can't hit you. You can go over here, and I can hit E and bring up this menu. I can start summoning guys. I have 530 fans. It ticks up by 2 every few seconds. And those things cost 100, so I could have summoned 5 groups of them. I probably should have, actually. Just summoned a bunch of guys. It looks like there is a form of progression. You can see there are units I can't summon yet. We also have my stage. This is what the enemy's trying to kill. There's some abilities you can use at the stage, too, and also just play some music. And listen to the background music. Just kind of exploring. Hit E, you get up on stage. So this is your main building. This is your hatchery, your command center, your next... Oh, wait, wrong game. I just summoned some fog. Because you need a fog machine. And of course, the roadie knows how to use it. And they all went to my banner, so they're all over here. Just pick that up. And everyone's going to be following me. Kind of looks like a Warhammer guy with the banner. We haven't seen any enemies yet, but this is a very gentle AI, which means they're taking it easy on me. They're probably also not rushing. 5 minutes, no rush. Oh! Hey! There are 3 factions in the multiplayer. The main character is only one of them. You also have the demons, and then kind of an undead faction, too. So I'm going to fly over here real fast. Kind of a turret from a MOBA-style game, so if you're playing Dota, this would basically be a turret. I'm going to go over here and get some help. Really, really good for fast traveling. I can go back and summon more units, which I should do, but... I got plenty of fans. I don't need to limit myself to just one squad just because I feel like it. And, I mean, the main character can be really good at attacking, but he's also got all his abilities, and he kind of moves the troops. So in a real RTS like StarCraft, you would have a world view of the map, and then you would be able to just send everyone wherever you wanted. In this case, your view is only this guy, so you have to move around a lot if you're actually playing well. So I'm just going to start playing some more songs just to see what they do. Just exploring. And here comes some enemies, so we're going to go and have a little... Have some fisticuffs. No, that's not a word this character would use, I would hope. One thing I actually want to do is kind of get myself killed at some point, but we're going to have a little bit of combat first. You can see the little icons over there. It means I'm being attacked. Looks like my summoning spot, and I'm guessing that means my stage are both under attack right now. Got some succubi, I would guess. They seem to like a little bit of pain. My units are fighting theirs. Ah, there we go. So the one icon is my unit being attacked, and the one on the bottom is my stage or part of my base being under attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit, I think it's 1 will send them to attack a spot. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the ones that are your different commands. You can see all that in the intro for multiplayer. I'm going to let them take care of that because I really can't do it. And I'm going to come over here. And yeah, I don't have any business getting in this, but I do want to see what happens if your character dies. I don't believe it's an auto kill. So let's see. You don't have a health pool, but you can see when you're about to die. So it looks like you get up after you're done. Well, that's just a basic look at the multiplayer. It seems like a very, very fun game. Over the top, rocker, cool, just great game if you're into that style. And not to mention the gameplay seems pretty good. It reviews well, and I can see why now. Click the game, check it out. It's available on Steam for $20. It's been on consoles for a while, so if you're a console player, go check that out there. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Hopefully we get some... I just want to watch the drummer die again. Maybe we'll take a look at the multiplayer next time. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to more from MMO Play. I just like this intro.